I'm a Mexican immigrant, and my family came over to the United States when I was very young. I've been very sensitive to the needs around me and things that seemed out of place or seemed like they could be something different. My parents were able to obtain legal immigration status for us, and we recognized that that was a huge privilege and that we were very lucky to be able to do that. Despite that, I think that, there are some social things that we experienced that were very difficult as immigrants in this country. I remember being very young and feeling, for many reasons really, that I was in some way inferior to the majority of the people around me because I was a Mexican immigrant.
The next one was in July.
We as the Austin Immigrant Rights Coalition believe that every human being, by virtue of their humanity alone, ought to be equal in dignity and rights. That is the fundamental value and idea that guides all of our work. And so to that end, we develop leaders within the immigrant community to organize the immigrant community in Austin and in Texas by teaching them and educating them about the meaning of civil and human rights.
We're not going to be able to attack the root right away. But
why not?
Because our children are suffering, and we need both, right? We say we need to do both of them at the same time.
I did also personally witness Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents raiding a workplace close to where I used to live as a child. And so I think that that was a challenge because of what the message that sends to you as a child. Even though you know that you're there legally, you still associate yourself with these working people who were being detained and deported. And so I think that was very difficult to witness and to try to understand, but it's part of why and how I am where I am now in terms of the work that I do and that I have done for years, and that I think that I'm going to continue to do is going to be focusing on doing what I can to ensure that all people in this country can have access to the services that they need and can really live with dignity and enjoying their rights. That's one of the things that really characterizes what I do and what I believe in professionally and personally. That's probably one of the biggest aspects of my life. It just translates into my professional life. It impacts my personal life. It impacts my relationships. It's just a deep, deep part of who I am. My favorite part by far of my job is to work directly with the community and seeing them in their meetings, on the regular meetings, and see them ask questions and see them learn about their right to remain silent, when something important for them is at stake. It's very enjoyable to be able to see parents bring their children and, parents bringing their parents to our meetings and to our actions and to our celebrations. I remember that when I was a sophomore in college, somebody asked me what I was going to be and what my ultimate life goal was. And I responded that I wasn't sure, and that certain individual said, "What? You don't know? And you're already going to be a junior in college and you don't know what you're going to do for the rest of your life?" And that took me aback. And what I have found is that what we should be most sure of are those things that will be with us for the rest of our lives. Our values and a passion for knowledge and a passion for people and caring for people and caring for society. And I think that opportunities come out of that. Be sure of who you are first and foremost and what you believe in and what your values are. And that's what's going to take you wherever you want to go.